Do you know that only 10% of you have subscribed? So if you're part of the 90 that isn't, please consider subscribing today. Hey, SullyBC here, and today I'm doing a video on Transformers Retro Headmasters Skullcruncher. Now, this is a re-release, and I guess slight repaint of the Titans Return figure, which I do not own. So I decided to purchase this figure, to sort of fill out my Headmaster collection. So I did decide to actually show off the box in this video, because this is directly inspired by the original G1 boxes. See here, it's got the original G1 artwork, a lot of the G1 sort of packaging design. You can see the original Transformers logo, you know, the Transformers, Evil Decepticon, more than meets the eye. It's got the sort of conversion steps, very, very simplified, you know, because the G1 toys were very simplified back in the day. You know, just some stuff. Then it's got this Season 4 box art, which is very, very nice. You've got Fortress Maximus and Skullcruncher, well, with a lot of the headmasters and target masters, and you've got monster bots as well. Yep, very nice. Not a lot else to really show. I just wanted to show off this box because it's, you know, it's part of the appeal. Also, there's the tech specs here at the bottom. Yep, so that's it for the box. Now let's go on to the actual figure. So here he is. You may recognize this as the Croc mold that I showed off a couple months ago now. I had that figure before I had this one. It was a repaint of the original Titans Return figure. Well, so this is a re-release of the original Titans Return figure. I do have some issues with this figure that I will show off in a bit. I don't have the Croc figure at the moment. I could go and get it. I probably will go and get it. Maybe, probably not actually, I can't be asked. Yeah, I just won't show it off. I can't be bothered to compare it next to the Croc figure. So I won't. So here he is. In his crocodile mode, I guess. Maybe alligator. I'm pretty sure that's crocodile, because, yeah, crocodiles have thin snouts. So here it is, in crocodile mode, in its green and pinkish red glory. It does look very nice. I do really like how this looks. Sort of half of it being green and half of it being red, with bits of the legs being the other colours. So for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so it can move all around, up and down, side to side. The mouth can open, and you can see some of the detailing in there. If I show it off, you can see with the silver teeth and the sort of blue rubbery tongue inside. The legs are on mushroom pegs here. There is a hinge here, along with another mushroom peg here. And then the claws can also go up and down. I've seen some people have it like that, which I don't like at all. I think that's much better. Then these back legs are also on ball joints. They can move out. They can move out a little bit, but, you know, whatever. And then there's a little bit of a tail articulation, but it falls off very, very easily, unfortunately. Now, let's compare this guy next to, of course, Optimus Prime. He's a lot longer than Optimus Prime, but yeah, I don't think he's quite as wide as Optimus. I'd say Optimus is wider and definitely taller. But yeah, that's it for Optimus Prime. And here he is next to his Headmaster teammate, Mindwipe. This is the original Titans Return figure, rather than the Retro Headmasters one. I did a review on this guy a while back. There'll probably be a link up here to it. Yep, so, yeah, looks quite cool. I think they look quite nice together, the purple and the green. Look pretty good. Yep, so that's it for size comparisons. Now for transformation. It's quite simple. You pull off the tail, put it off to the side. You want to come to the back. This entire section will fold out like this and split apart. And then right here, these bits will peg into place like that. Same on this side. This one's a bit loose, which is a shame, but whatever. If you come down to the bottom, then you flip out the feet. The legs plug into place like that. Come to the back here. I should have shown this off earlier, but I forgot. If you open this up, pull out his headmaster partner Grax, I believe his name is. Yeah, Grax. Here he is. I guess I'll quickly show off his articulation. He's got a ball joint at the head and limited ball joints at the arms, as well as 2 hinges at the legs to allow him to sit. There he is. Fold that back up. Take the crocodile head, move this entire section back, like this. Come to these pieces, they'll just move out and down. Same on this side, out and down. Flip open the claws, flip out the hands. Move down the arms, turn them around, and then straighten these out like this. Same on this side, move them out, and then just straighten them all out like this. Before I do his head, I want to quickly show this. So if you pull out this white gun, take Grax, sit him down, also move his arms up as well. Sit him down into here, and then you can put the gun back on, and it's sort of like this crocodile tail gun ship thingy-mabob. It's lame, but whatever. It's a thing that you can do. So, of course, you want to just fold him up. He's a regular sort of headmaster. I do quickly actually want to probably say about this paint on the head, if it will focus on it, because he does have a fully painted head sculpt. If it will focus, come on, really? This is like the only thing you can focus on. Can you focus on it, please? Come on. Come on. Come on, almost there. There we go. So you can see he's got this fully painted... Oh, screw it, whatever. He's got a red visor and a gold face. Fold him up. It looks like that. And that just plugs in like that. And there he is in robot mode. Very good. So here is Skullcruncher in his robot mode. And I love how this sort of aesthetic looks. The wide shoulders and the sort of skinny waist. I think it looks really, really, really nice. One thing that I hate about this figure, and pretty much every single figure of Skullcruncher, is that bloomin' tail. This is not a weapon. This is a tail. This is just a tail in his hand. This is not a gun. And it sure as Primus is not a shield. You cannot tell me that is a shield. The best thing that I've seen to do with it is either plug it in the back like this, or just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. If it's in robot mode, you just get rid of it. And now another thing that is really annoying me about this figure. These legs are so floppy. I was kind of hoping they'd fly off, because they have done before. I've just shaken it around and the legs have just flown off. These ball joints are trash. But hey, it's not enough for me to hate the figure. It's just enough for it to be one of my least favourite figures I've gotten this year. But then again, I haven't got a whole lot of figures this year. At the time of recording, about 20. I'm actually recording this before I'm recording the haul video that I did, I think, 2 weeks ago. But just because I want that haul video to be as up-to-date as possible. So I'm going to record it the day before I upload it. Anyway. There he is. Yeah, articulation, I guess. The head is on a ball joint. It can turn around. It can do a wibble, I guess. The arms are on ball joints. They can move all around. And they can move out like this. The ball joints here can move out a little bit. There's a mushroom peg here. The articulation is fairly similar as it was in crocodile mode. You know, a hinge here, a mushroom peg here. And then here there's a hinge for the wrist, but it doesn't really look good. Then there is a waist swivel, which is nice. It's always great when a figure gets a waist swivel. Legs can move forward that far, back that far. Then there is a mushroom peg here. And there is a bend here at the knee. But if you wanted it to go further, you can always detach that and it can go further. And then there is a toe bend. This foot is kind of always in a sort of slanted position, so you kind of have to have the legs separated a bit. And of course, here is his gun, his just white gun. It's fairly similar to Mindwipe's gun, but not exactly the same. It's the same sort of aesthetic, just a basic gun. And I would like if every figure came with just a basic gun, you know? Unless, of course, they have, like, another gun. You know, if they don't come with just a regular gun, it'd be nice if they did. And you can, again, plug this onto the back like you can with the tail. Or you can plug it into the tail and then plug that onto the back like that. One thing about this being on the back, though, is that, oh yeah, big shocker, it can't stand up. So, let's do some size comparisons. If it will stand up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Here he is, next to Mindwipe, his headmaster buddy. These guys are actually in the same team in fiction. They're not just both headmasters. Because if they were both headmasters, I'd just grab any of my headmaster figures. But no, yeah, these guys are the same team. I think in season 4 of the Transformers, the original show. They are led under Skullcruncher, and I'm just yabbering on so I can get this guy to stand up. There we go. Very nice. Also, recently, this guy's getting a repaint as Dracula, and that looks really cool. I'd like to get it, but I don't know if I will. And of course, here he is, next to Optimus Prime. Yep, there's Deluxe and a Voyager. There's not really much I can say, because like I don't really think these two have really ever interacted before, so it's not like, oh, that's not very accurate, he should be like 3 times as big, or he should be so much taller. There's not really much I can say, because I haven't seen this season 4 of Transformers. At this current point in time, it's not up on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. It should be when this video is uploaded, but it currently isn't. And even if it is, I don't want to watch it because I haven't yet seen season 3, because I haven't yet seen the movie, because I want to wait until the next high quality one comes out on DVD, which should be anytime soon. But yeah, that's about it for this guy. Oh, he actually stood up. I like the figure. You know, I have been ranting a bit about, you know, its floppy legs, its stupid tail. This weapon, it's always going to be like this. Unless it's some third-party magic or a masterpiece, I think every mainline figure is going to have this. Especially when this figure was made, during the Prime Wars trilogy, which doesn't have as good engineering as current figures. Maybe in 10 years' time they could have another crack, and they might be able to do something about the tail, maybe folding it into the legs or something like that. But for the most part, I like this figure. I do really like this figure. One thing I have just noticed is that the... does he? Yeah, it does have a Decepticon symbol on the head of the crocodile. But that's it. There's not another one. You'd think there might be one on his chest or something, but guess not. But yep, that's about it for this video. So I guess that's Salut BC out.